Hi y'all, this is Elizabeth Sullivan. I'm going to be painting a cat today. As you can see, I've drawn it's one of my mini paintings. I've drawn a little outline with pencil, and I've painted in pink the nose and the ear. And now I'm going to work on the body of the cat, which is just going to be in black and white. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put some water on the paper where I want the paint to be, where I want the paint to run. Okay, water on the paper, then I'm going to get a little bit of black paint. The paint follows where the water is. It won't go in the places that I haven't put water. So to get it to go where I want, I'm going to tip the paper a little bit, and I'm going to add a little paint and a little water, just in a few places. Oh, I kind of like that. But I need a line right here. The paint never dries in the same way that it looks when it's wet. But you can pull it around into places where you want it to go, or you can let it you can suck some of it up with the brush. Okay, now I have another place where I want some light gray, and that would be on the ears and the head. You can do this by having an idea in your mind of what it should look like, or just paint by the seat of your pants. I'm kind of painting by the seat of my pants here. I have no idea what it's going to look like. When I put that on, that first black on there, I thought, oh, it kind of looks like my cat. His name is, what is his name? Slick. Dark gray cat. Let's see if I can get some of that to run. Usually when I begin, I put too much paint, and then I have to do another one. Oh, which is no problem. Why not do another one? I don't like that hard line right there, so I'm going to kind of pull some of the paint away so there isn't a hard line. I'm going to take a piece of a paper towel and blot off some of that gray right there. Okay, beginning of a cat. Put some more water on it where I want some paint to be. We'll see what happens. Oh, it's so fun. That's starting to dry. You can see it looks different when it dries than when it's wet. Actually, I want more gray right there. And I want some white around his neck. So I take some paint off from around there. Maybe not. Maybe I'll put it back. Slick the cat doesn't have that much white on him, just on his chest. He's a lot of gray. But I did want the outline of that shoulder, which didn't come out yet, but I might have to put that in later. Okay. Now I'm working on parts so that they won't bleed into each other. In other words, I'm not going to work on that part yet because I don't want it to bleed together. So I'm going to work on the tail. And on the tail, I'm going to put the water outside the lines so I can get the idea of a fluffy tail. And that's what I think, anyway. More paint, less water here. Ooh, there's a cat hair on the end of my brush. How did that happen? There, see how it looks nice and fuzzy on the edge. Oh well, it ain't gonna last. It won't dry the way it looks when it's wet, but hey. I'm just gonna do a very light gray on this hip that's showing over here. You'll notice I'm not using a tiny brush for a little painting. I hate little bitty brushes. I'm just not into that much detail. If I want that much detail, I use a pen. Okay. Now, we have a little bit left here. We have, wonder if I can get rid of that hard line there. Probably, yeah, I can. Okay. We have this section, which I can't paint until the tail dries. We have the face, which I'm not sure I can do. Oh, I see what I can do. I can put a little bit of gray on that ear. Just to dull down that pink a little bit. There we go. You can still see the pink, but some gray on there because he's got fur in his ear. Okay, are we ready? No, we're not ready. Okay, let's try the other lines I want on it, which is the eyes. And for that, I take very thick paint and very little water. We'll see if it works, because this cat is sleeping. Okay. Then we're going to have a thin line here. And the paw. And I don't know, maybe a little teeny line right there. Okay. Pretty good, except for that one big white space. Oh, what the heck. Let's do the big white space. Now, as you can see, my water's dirty by now, but that's okay since I'm going to paint black into it. Let's see how we're going to do this exactly. My paper's curling a little bit. This is not the expensive stuff paper. What I want is I want some contrast between where I would draw lines on the cat. I'm just using the different shades of gray and black to make a contrast, see? So you can see that there's a line there, but it's done by not a line, it's done by contrasting shades. There he is, the sleeping cat. Great, I think I'm done. I will sign it. And by the way, I don't think I ever explained it, but my art table is a hollow door that I bought at, you know, some hardware place like Lowe's or somewhere, I can't remember, Home Depot, whatever. I have 2 of them set up on tables, and it's varnished, like 5 coats of varnish, which I did myself. And so the watercolor just washes right off. The marks you see on it are acrylic paints that have stuck there, which I've tried to not do, but over the years, like 20 years, I've managed to get some acrylic paints on. And look at this, will you? Is that a paw print or is that a paw print? Some cat walked right through the turquoise paints. That's the evidence, left the evidence right on the table. Alrighty, I'm signing off. Happy painting and happy trails.